site, city, phone number, websites, and all. There is organization group. There are lots of attributes of organization group, and obviously there is operating unit, connected operating unit. So you can so you have three things uh, in your hand to show in any of the report. You can show the connected site information. You can show the connected operating unit information, as well as you can show the organization group informations also. So lots of system parameters has been released, and it has been designed such a way that there are few parameters which I suggest that you shouldn't use it. That is also mentioned here. There is document ID, execute from app. So internal hidden system parameter not to be used in any report. It is also written over there. So please follow it and take full advantage of using these parameters in reports. So now let me check whether how to use a parameter in a report. For example, uh, now suppose this is a report and this filter is applied in a report, and I run this report. It is showing me this data. So supplier name is ABC, and the date from date to I have specified from 1st of August to till today. Now let me put two parameters in the page header sections. I add a row and add DTFR and DT2 to show what values it contains, right? So whenever you assign a parameter in report designer, then you have to start with @, then the parameter name, and end with @. So if I tell you I want to show DTFR, then @, and here @DT2, and obviously you should specify equal to operator because it will select as a function. It will return as a function. So here is date from and date to. So one thing you must ensure that all the parameters name are case sensitive. So whatever name is there in this documentation, you have to maintain the same case for taking use for any uh, parameters. That it is case sensitive. So you can just copy and paste it like that. Okay. So let's run this report. Let's see what DTFR and DT2 contains. Whenever you use a parameter in a report, then this a parameter window will pop up, and this parameter window will come before the filter parameters will filter dialog box. So it is always that whenever you use a parameter in a report, then the parameter pop-up will always come before filter dialog box. Okay. So I use this parameter and report whenever I run. So automatically this parameter dialog box will open. And see the date from and date to, it is already assigned over it, and see the accounting fiscal year start date and the work date. If I change the work date, then the to date will automatically change. So these values I can specify my own values over here. So suppose if I don't want to manipulate this date right now, and I click OK, then this parameter value would automatically assign to this date from date to if I use that same @DTFR and DT2 as a filter values. How I just show you, just a minute. Now, instead of using the parameter here, what I will do, I will use this parameter in my filter dialog box. In order date, I will specify at the rate DTFR and at the rate DP2. And if I press OK, then what will show? Just check it out. I use the parameter in the report, then parameter window will pop up. If I change the parameter to 11.9, okay, then the same parameter values will take place here. And if I press OK, then the report will run. See, it is coming for this fiscal year. Complete accounting period it is taking, right? Now, obviously, I don't want to show if parameter is applied, and if I change the date from and date to in parameter, then obviously I don't want to show this order date as a filter. So for that, what I need to do is, for order date, I will set prompt for values to false. Now, if I run this report, then date from date to will come as a parameter. You have to specify the date from date to first. Suppose I change this to August 1st and press OK. And only the supplier name filter will pop up. It will not showing the order date filter. And if I run this report, it will show me only the August month data. Automatically, the parameters will the filter value will be replaced by the parameter values. So this is how we can assign a parameter value in a filter and work on it. So whenever you use any parameters, it will prompt as a input parameters. But obviously, on not all the parameters will take the input, because in parameters there are options where we can prompt for values also. So there are few parameters, only those parameters can be used. Suppose if I, for example, if I take this connected site code, connected site name, right, and take this as a parameter, and let me put it over here. Run this report. See that parameter window will not pop up for connected site name, because there are few parameters which are made in such a way that the prompt will come, but not for all, right? So if I run this report, see connected site turtle limited, it's coming up, okay? So this is how parameters will work, and this is the difference between filters and parameters. Parameters are basically the placeholders where we programmatically assign few values into it, and for some of the parameters, suppose that date from and date to can be used in filters also to get the entire accounting period as a initial value in your filter data. Now let me show you some of the filter options available. Okay. Now see, if I run this report, see this filter dialog box, this report filters have every options available for the end users, but I don't want this much of options to be available to the end user, because